Better late than never. Let's see, it is 7:39, and I said I was going live at 7, but it didn't work out that way. But I'm here now. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone that's here. Let me log out real quick. Hell yeah. Like Atlanta is the reason. But I'm out of Atlanta now. I'm at a QT, not too far from where I'm delivering in the morning. Who's talking about in Louisville at the Kroger DC? Don't park at the, was it the Kroger grocery store I got a parking ticket at? I still haven't paid that. I forgot all about it. I don't think you have to pay parking tickets, so. Thanks, Mark. So did all you guys see the recruiting video? I think was it yesterday that I uploaded that? Maybe the day before. It's had over 2,000 views so far. It's done a little better than my typical videos do. What's up, Rob B? Guy Williams, how you doing, brother? Guy has been watching since the very beginning. Guy, I think you even saw my little hospital videos when I first started kind of, well, not really doing the video thing, but the social media video thing. Cold, you must be up north. Man, I don't even know what I'm supposed to talk about tonight. I should have shut down. I had an opportunity of shutting down like just a little after 6 at the Atlanta terminal. But hell, I still only did 350 miles for today. Kind of started my day 8 miles from where I shut down last night at a chemical plant that took like 3 hours. And then over in Savannah, it took like 2 hours there. And then Atlanta traffic. But I was kicking ass up until today. Had like a few 550 mile days. I think yesterday was like 580. All right, everybody's saying what's up, what's up. Anybody got any questions about anything? I apologize on the live video last week. I know it was kind of shitty. I ended up taking it down because I wasn't happy with it. Sitting in the dark somewhere in North Carolina. Kevin does love those live loads. You feel me, don't you, Tim? Like, I've been kind of considering requesting somebody else. I mean, he's pretty good on, you know, getting you extra pay or whatever when you have to do that little short shit, but I'd just rather not do it and make my regular pay running. Did you have Josh before Kevin, Tim? I loved Josh. He was the greatest fleet manager ever. Ever! Used to this video that I don't know, I'm going to try to have it up possibly in the morning. I'm almost done editing with it. I talk about this. But when I first started at GMP, I did so many T-calls. And maybe you can agree with me on this, Tim Flavin. Like when I would drop one at a yard, I would always pick one up at the yard and go somewhere else with it. It was awesome. And hell, now if I T-call one at a yard, well, you got to go, you know, somewhere else in Atlanta and get live loaded. And, oh, there's no empties there? Well, let's send you somewhere for an empty. And I hate that shit. But, like, for you guys that aren't at GMP, you don't know what work count is, but Tim and any GMP guys, because I really believe GMP has their heart in the right place. And there's no perfect trucking company. You may tell you what a perfect trucking company looks like. You never have a load, unless it's to get you home, that's less than 500 miles. They pay you like $1 a mile. And then everywhere you drop off, you go ahead and get another load and run from there. And you can shut down every day at like 4:30, so you can get started early in the morning. And you get home on Friday at like 1 o'clock every week in the afternoon. That would be the perfect trucking company, but I don't know if it exists. Let's see, what were you? Some new guy works out of Charlotte. His name is Now, Josh, he's not with us anymore. That would be another Josh. But every time I talk to Travis, I'm like, you guys need to get Josh back. He was great. You say you would apply, Rob? Are you like the 99% of America that lives outside of our hiring area? That's the hard part of it. I ain't never been to Illinois, Tommy. I talked to some chick today that was recruited by Trucker Brown, a prime driver. She's from Illinois. Now, Indiana, we go into Indiana occasionally to pick up a load, you know, when we're in Louisville. I keep wondering if we're ever going to maybe put some kind of drop yard or something in Louisville. Where we really need to have one is somewhere, you know, around the Birmingham area. I think that would be beneficial. But I guess we need to fill up the empty trucks we got now, which I think there's maybe, I don't know, maybe 30 drivers they need. I don't think so, Rob. I mean, you have my blessing to call recruiting and talk to them about it, and I don't know what's in the inner workings for the future. They know better than I do. Jason, is that Rayleigh? Is that how that's pronounced? Yeah, I have like 5 buddies of mine that would be with us if we could hire people out of Bama. I don't think I've ever you guys can see the comments, right? I don't need to read everything I'm responding to, do I? But for you people that are watching this not live but later, you don't get to see any of these comments that's coming up. And like, if anybody from YouTube is like watching this, fix that shit. That's bull. Like on Facebook, you can. It's got like a red dot beside you know, everyone that did it live, and then, you know, people can throw a comment and it puts it in the same like timeline sort of thing of, you know, playing the video, which I guess it is what it is. But I don't ever hardly do Facebook Live though. Aaron's going to Mills Transfer. Congratulations. I'm not familiar with them. They're not as tech savvy as GMP. I don't know if I would give GMP that title, man. I'm trying to help them out. Like, I know about everybody in the like organization part of GMP. Because I'll call it. Why is there an ambulance pulling up? Check this out, guys. What's going on here? I'm at a QT, which I like never park at a QT. And he's going to the truck beside me. He's going in it. Is he a truck driver and an ambulance driver? Well, I don't think there's anybody having a heart attack inside. He just got a cell phone out of it or something. I don't think there's any, I don't know, doesn't appear any dramas going on. I don't really detect a sense of urgency. I will keep you guys posted though. But you never know out here on the road, man. Stuff happens. So is everybody out on the road, or is anybody at home watching this? This ain't gonna be a long video tonight. I gotta change my coil and my vape. Like, when you know it's time to change your coil, if you start feeling like a little irritation up in the throat, which I took it off and wiped it. I've learned to do that and get a little more time out of it. Chris Land is at home. Alan's at home. I guess I'm going to be home tomorrow. They didn't want me. So Tim, don't feel bad, dude. I had like 30 companies not want my ass. GMP was the only one that would take me. Them and Carolina Convict and Pepsi. And well, heck, after I had already started at GMP, I had, you know, quite a few places call and, you know, offer me things, but hell, none of it was good at GMP, and that was back when I think I started at 42 or 41 cents. I can't remember, but that's when they had the $1,000 a week guarantee. Hey, somebody got, who was that? Jordan Barber. He's at home, but he got hired as a P&D driver today. What the hell's P&D? Is that like parts and delivery? There's so many acronyms, you know. Jeremy's home after 3 months of OTR. Oh my God, dude. Like, I never did that. I stayed out 8 weeks 2 or 3 times. 6, 7 weeks a bunch of times. Hey, Caleb, y'all is taking his CDL permit test Tuesday for, now it's pronounced rail. I don't know how the hell they get rail out of ROEHL transportation. And there's that other one. Are they the Koch brothers or the Koch brothers or whatever? The KOCH? Like, and Snyder. You know, I told you guys the reason I didn't go to Snyder because they did a hair follicle test, and I don't know, I was under this impression it went back 7 years at the time, which is completely not accurate. But the real reason is I don't know if I could ever learn to spell that damn crazy ass way Snyder spells it. Like, if it was a way with the Y, I'm all over it. But Tim's eating dinner in the shower at Love's in Moody. You know, I didn't even pull into this Love's outside of Atlanta on 20, because that fucker is always full. Like, always. Well, maybe not always, but what is it, like after 7 o'clock outside of Atlanta, the first truck stop? Yeah, I wasn't even going to try it. I did check Trucker Path, and they said it was full. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, I guess it's, do you believe in creation or evolution? You know, and that would probably give you your answer. There's that ambulance guy again. I don't think anything's going on with anybody. I don't know what he's doing. He probably gets paid by the hour. He don't give a shit. I'll mess around at the truck stop. But he went in a Swift truck. Or, here's my theory. Something happened earlier, and they came and rescued the Swift driver. And he's like, man, I left my phone in my truck. Can you go get it for me? Which he didn't have a key, and he didn't lock anything back, so that might not be a good theory. But I think he got a cell phone out of it. But he went right, like, it looked like he knew where it was at, so I'm not sure. Some jambalaya. I had the Caribbean version a couple of days ago. Man, it was good, and I was thinking about making it tonight, but I ended up stopping and getting a bacon cheeseburger. What do they call it? The Monster or the Baconator. That's what it is at Wendy's a while ago. So I'm really not hungry. After I end this, I'm gonna edit some video to episode 71. But I mean, I hadn't finished it yet, but I really like the beginning of it. I'm on I-26, like west of Asheville. Have any of you guys ever rode through that gorgeous stretch of mountainous road? And it's not all like stupid curvy like the gorge is. You know, you can hammer down through most of that. And there's some declines, there's some inclines, but the, you know, the curves aren't crazy. So, I mean, it's 65 miles an hour for trucks all through there, but it was really pretty. It's between Asheville and Greenville, North Carolina is where I was going. But you guys will see, like, I don't know, maybe a total of 40 or 50 seconds of it in the video. Oh, my 12-volt fan, it kicks ass. Like, I use it all the time. It's, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of in the And let me grab my iPhone. If you guys hadn't got one of these, like, I don't even use my inverter like all the time because sometimes this fan does the job. But I've got it clipped on right here, and like, it's not on now. Like, I've got it stuck there, but when I want to use it, I just push it in the rest of the way and it starts blowing. But it's wonderful. Even when you're I'm sitting here doing my editing or eating, you know, usually I just throw the, there it is. It is so hard, like lining things up when you're looking through a screen. It's like a mirror, but it's nice. I paid like $20 for it. I was in some truck stop the other day and I saw there was one that was like a double. It had 2 fans and like 1 plug. I think it was $30 or $40, but this one does real good. I'm happy with it. I don't leave it running all the time because I figure if I did, it would probably burn out. But sometimes I forget to unplug it. It runs for several hours, but so far so good. And main thing, I try to, you know, make sure I don't put my bed, you know, down on the cord. So, you know, I leave it plugged in, and then when I don't want to use it, I just pull it out till it loses connection, and it's been working good. Great question though, Tim. French did the same for me like GMP did for you, but mine was 15-mile-an-hour speeding ticket. Who's French? Is that a trucking company? I do not look older, Carlos, but I am growing some facial hair out until I shave it. Yeah, I've been noticing. Like Red Viking had a guy named Tracy with him last night. I saw the live video. Well, the difference is, like, on a typical day, I don't know where the hell I'm gonna be at. Red Viking, you know, he goes home every day. He lives outside of Charlotte, and he kind of has, you know, the same schedule, you know, as far as when he leaves, you know, close to it anyway. There's no method to my madness. I just run as hard as I can and then try to get shut down and talk to you guys on Thursday and try to get home sometime on Friday so I can watch the Gamecocks on Saturday, and I'll leave out early on Sunday. That's about as much planned as it is, and other than that, I try to get the most out of my week that I can. But after football season's over with, that'll probably change. Mr. Jera, I'm totally going to mispronounce your name. It's probably like an H, or either Hermias or Jeremias. Ask how I like my French press coffee maker. Telling people, how do I like my French press coffee maker? Ironically enough, in the episode that I'm working on now, I've got a cool little segment that's like pop, 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 the whole process of making a cup of coffee. And I got a little music laid over it that's the right mood. I think it's pretty cool. So look for that in episode 71. That may just be up in the morning. Depends on if I finish it at night, but I'm pretty close to doing it. ProStar has a fan on the top bunk. I think I remember seeing that in my ProStar I had, which I had 2 of them. Alright, Aaron is wanting to know, how do you get on the top bunk? Which I'm not going to lay my fat ass up there because I don't have a mattress. It's storage. But in this one, there's a step right here. And then you step on that. And a handle up here. And here we are, up on the top bunk. And I'll just throw my feet over here and lay down. And there I am. And same thing getting down. All of them are similar. Some of them have like grab bars and things like that, but that's how you get on the top bunk. Carlos asked, do I ever see myself going to one of those trucking shows? I'm not against it. It would I would love to. And companies I've been with, well, maybe if I got to the point where I had like 30,000 subscribers and I don't know, brought like 30 people to the company referral bonuses, maybe the company will, I don't know, think of it. Who am I kidding? These fuckers ain't gonna pay me to go to nothing. I'm lucky they pay me to drive the truck. Yeah, one of these days I wouldn't mind going to one of those trucking shows. I don't know if I'm gonna have like a booth set up or anything like that. I'd be running around, you know, doing my thing with my camera in my hand probably. Okay, E Street is wanting to request some Springsteen music in your videos. Night Thunder, Jungle Land. Okay, I don't know those 3 songs. I've tried to use some Springsteen music before, man, because that's one of the toughest things on putting a video together. Like, it seems like the reason I listen to music now is to find songs I can use in videos. But I did use one, Born in the USA, back in season 1, and showed like the Meadowlands, you know, where the Giants and the Jets play in it. And I think my partner Mark, we had this truck like come in on us, you know, a box truck or whatever, and police came out and everything, and there was a deer in that. I have no idea what the episode number was, or the well, let's see, if Mark was in it, it was probably, I don't know, probably somewhere in the 70 to 80 range of season 1. Hey, but E Street, do me a favor, man. After I publish this video, send me a comment with those same songs that you just put in here, and I'll take a look at them or give them a listen. All right, Blair completed GMP orientation today. Congratulations, good experience and great vibe from all the staff. Well, that's cool. Did you meet Jim Gibson? He's my favorite GMP guy. And old John's in safety's pretty cool too. And I doubt you got to meet Travis, but he's a pretty cool guy as well. Congratulations, Blair. So, are you going, having to train with a trainer, or you already experiencing getting a truck? But just to let you guys know, GMP's changed their orientation, how they do it a couple of times, but I think they've made up their mind, and it's a 2-day orientation in Columbia. But prior to coming to Columbia, you got like 2.5 hours of videos that they email you that you watch, and then they finish everything up in Columbia, which is supposed to be a 2-day deal. And I think they pay you like $50 each day for orientation. So you're not going to get rich at the orientation, but it doesn't take long. And heck, you know, I've been making, you know, there's a whole lot more weeks I've made over $1,000 than I hadn't made $1,000 since I've been here. So freight's been, you know, pretty good. Until you get Kevin as a dispatcher, and then he'll send you to live loads all the time. Ain't that right, Tim? I'm just busting his balls. I still do okay. I just hadn't got 3,000 miles since I've had this new guy. Like, I got my earnings statement a while ago, and it was like 2,645. I don't know. It was, I don't know. It was right at a $1,300 gross for the week, which, you know, it's okay, but I'd really like it to be better. And it has been, and it will be again. That was just last week. Last day of school today. Test on Monday. I'll be out of there. Watch out, everybody. Watch out for John Dittman. He's getting ready to be on the road. He misses some comments. You talking about me missing comments, Alan? I thought I had a... Well, maybe I did miss some. If I missed your comment, just post it again. How about it? Johnson Trucking's at the distribution center in Kroger in Louisville. Hey, there was somebody else at that same place earlier. Or maybe you're saying that twice. Have I ever considered killing myself? Not seriously. Can I pick my nose on cam? I could pick my nose, my ears. I probably could even dig in my butt on cam, but I'm not going to do that one. Somebody take a screenshot of it and put it on Facebook or something. Okay, I got my cow. Is that supposed to be CDL? The CAL? 3 years ago, I trained for 5 weeks and got out and couldn't survive with the $50 a day pay. I couldn't survive on $50 a day pay either. Which really, my whole thing is, I always strive to make over $200 a day, which for me to justify, you know, the lifestyle and, you know, being out here on the road, I really need to make at least that. You know, anything less than that, I'm not feeling good about it. In your email today, I only got 850-ish last week. An ass clap. What's that? No, Caleb. I've found working 5 days, I cannot reach my income goal doing that. My formula is currently right now, I've changed this up a few times, and before I would really try to run out my 70 clock, and I kind of had a revolving day and a half to 2 days off. But like what I'm doing right now during college football season is I leave out Sunday morning. I have left as early as like 3 and 4 o'clock on Sunday morning, and then sometimes I don't leave till 9 or 10 o'clock. The load I have just has to be there Sunday nights. I mean, it's not urgent, but I like to at least, I really feel good when I start my week with 500 plus miles on Sunday, or if it's later in the year, whatever day, but start out with at least a 500 mile day, and really try to do that every day and run my ass off for 5 days, but I don't waste my clock just because I might need it later. And then on my last day, which currently is Friday, I really just try to get home. You know, it depends on where I'm at. You know, if I'm up in Louisville or Tennessee somewhere, I may get 400 or 500 miles for the day. Or, you know, I may only get 250, 300, but I'll get home early on Friday. But I think it really takes that 6th day to get into a paycheck that has a comma in it. Which if you know, I come from a sales background and commission and all that. I've never been a just show up and get paid, you know, hourly kind of guy. So, you know, ever since I came into trucking, I would break the numbers down. And I made a video about this in my first season. It's episode 80, First Year Income of a Trucker, where I explain this formula. But whatever your percent per mile, you figure out how much money you want to make. Just say if it's $1,000, but gross don't mean your check's going to be $1,000. But, you know, that's round numbers. Like, I think I started at 42 cents a mile here. And I did the math on that, and I rounded up to 2,400 miles. And that's still, even though I'm making more than 42 cents, and especially with the performance bonus, I kind of still have 2,400 is like a minimum amount that I need to hit each week. So what I do, and it's not all what the Qualcomm miles say, which, you know, my goals for the day, that's kind of what I go by. But on my, you know, book here, you know, I'll have over here where the city, you know, the pickup city and the delivery city, I always just get in the habit of writing what the empty miles were, what the loaded miles were. And, you know, I have the date and make a little mark, so as the week's going on, I can total up, you know, what my miles are. Which, with my work schedule now, it's a little weird. When I start my physical week on Sunday, that's putting the icing on the cake for the previous week, which is going to be the upcoming Friday's paycheck. So, you know, Sunday is always finishing up the week, and then Monday starts the week. Or when I deliver on Sunday, that's actually what's going to finish up the previous week. and depending upon if I can pick up Sunday night, that just kind of gets a jump start, you know, on the next week, which shortly will be the current week. That makes sense, don't it, guys? But on it, you gotta know the numbers. Your paycheck should never be a surprise. Like, I always know what my earning statement is gonna say within, you know, $100 or so, just from, you know, my basic figuring. And then, you know, any extra little bone money Kevin throws me for the bullshit I do for him, or detention pay, you know, that's just added on to the mileage pay. All right, let me catch up. Man, a lot of comments came in when I was talking about that. I've had a few requests for an ass clap. Can you do a slut drop? Come on now. Caleb's asking what I like more, dry van, flatbed, or reefer. I tell you, when I was doing the flatbed, I mean, I'll admit, you know, at times it sort of sucked, but it was rewarding, and I liked it. And I did reefer with Walmart, but I had to go inside and like supervise the unload. Like, I think, dang, you know, reefer, I could do all kind of editing because you're always, you know, backed up the docks getting loaded and all that. I don't know, Caleb. I was talking to somebody else the other day, you know, about being happy, and in my opinion, happy is a decision. Just be happy with whatever you're doing, and you know, whether you're flatbedding, dry vanning, or reefer, figure out, you know, the aspects of your pay plan and make it work for you, and have fun and make the best out of whatever situation you're in, is my advice. Not that one is necessarily better than the other. Things are what you make it. Trucker, all right. I'm getting kind of bored with some of the. Are you guys seeing some of these comments about ass claps and anal and Chippendales and soupy sales? Not even sure what all that means. Philip says they're trolls. Hey, Philip Snyder, I like the way Snyder is spelt in your name. That is very easy. I have to do that I before E, and then there's freaking D in Snyder, and just got to ask a question. Would I ever go back to Maverick if I had a chance? Well, in about 2 weeks from now, I can go back to Maverick if I choose to. That's what they had told me before, and you know, I ended up, you know, the trailer situation, it's not on my record at all. There's no CSA history. It was deemed that area was unsafe, and there's no record of the incident anywhere on my record anymore. And then like the CSA points that were assessed to Maverick because I was their driver was removed and everything, so I probably could. I don't know. The thought has entered my mind. Caleb, I don't know, brother. As far as best companies to start with, all I can really tell you about is the ones I've been at, and probably just about any of them. There's guys there that like it, that are treated good, that make money, And at the same exact company, there's somebody bitching, talking about the company's got a communication problem, you know, the dispatchers suck, and all that. The key ingredient in your success, Caleb, is Caleb. You know, if you're in school now, you know, the recruiters, I mean, and I didn't really know what was important to me before I got started either. And I guess maybe one thing, do you need to be home with some regularity? That's probably the first question to ask. If you do, then maybe something more in the regional type of thing. And do you want to become a fat ass like Trucker Jim and, you know, get fat and out of shape? And if you're kind of lazy, you don't really like to get dirty, and you don't sweat, don't want to sweat, I don't know, maybe one of them reefer companies may be better. If you're a little freaking crazy and you want to, you know, build your arms up, yeah, maybe flatbed may be a thing. If you want to see the country, one of these big OTR type of companies. I don't know if, you know, you have fun shifting gears, or if that scares the shit out of you, you just want to drive an automatic. You know, I guess all those kind of things can factor in. But I started with U.S. Express, and I don't really see myself going back to U.S. Express, but I did pretty good while I was there. I enjoyed it. But regional, it's sort of a sweet spot, but I get a little bored with it. But like, if I wasn't making YouTube videos, and like, I've got a guy, Derek, I don't know if you're on here, but congratulations and welcome to South Carolina. This guy Derek is just moved from New Hampshire and murdered a deer in Pennsylvania on the way down in his Dodge pickup truck, I believe it is. But he's moving to Charleston, and he's either going to be regional or out and back nighttime guy with G&P. But he put me down his referral. We've been talking for months now. I think he first interviewed this summer when he was on vacation down at Myrtle Beach or Charleston or something. But I'm going to take that referral bonus, and I'm getting ready to order a drone. I thought I was going to get one tomorrow, which would have been my 4th in a row. I've got referral bonuses in 3 consecutive weeks. But halfway through this guy's training, he just didn't come back. Guy with initials MH. I won't say your name and throw you under the bus. Just, I don't know what happened to him, which I never had his phone number. So I didn't. But it'll either be next Friday or the Friday after that. But as soon as I got that confirmed that it's coming, which I already got enough to get it saved, I'm going to order a drone. And I've been saying I was going to get a DJI Mavic Pro. Well, DJI came out with an upgraded drone called the Mavic Pro Platinum, which has 3 more minutes of flight time, and it's quieter. Like, you know, most of your drones are, you know, that. Well, this Platinum, it's a lot quieter. So, I mean, it's like $129 more for that. But that's the one I'm going to get, because I'm going to be flying around shippers and shit, truck stops, and having one that's quiet, that's not, you know, grabbing so much attention, and less likely that somebody will shoot my drone. But yeah, I'll have one before November is over, as long as the shipping don't take forever. Or I may just go to the Apple store and buy it. And there's, what do they call it? I don't know, there's some extra package of it where you can get a backpack that it goes in. It'll come with 3 different batteries, and an extra set of propellers for the whole thing, and a battery charger that'll charge up to 4 at a time, a car charger so you can charge them in your car, and you can either charge other shit off the batteries for it. I mean, it's probably going to be, you know, $1,300–1,400 bucks altogether for it, but it films in 4K. It's a solid drone. If you guys want to check out, it's Mavic Pro Platinum is what I'm getting. It's made by DJI. Are you serious, McGee? All you got to do to keep living is keep breathing. Hey, George. Yeah, there was a lot of colorful characters and comments on tonight. I have not watched Fast Racing Drones, but you know, I'll probably feel different about drones once I have one. Doug, why can't you vape anymore? I don't know. I hadn't really gave definite thought or done any research on the t-shirts. Like Aaron, he said he was going to send me one as a gift, and he had some more designs, and I don't know, maybe I missed an email that he sent me. Like every YouTube comment on my channel, I get an email on it. So sometimes, you know, I might overlook certain emails. If that's happened, I do apologize. And then there's somebody that made a donation of $50 on my PayPal. I need to find that email again and send them a thanks. Boone is good, but he's getting old. Boone's going to be 10 years old on January 20th. And I don't know. I mean, I like G&P, and I might have an opportunity to, I don't know, do something special here. That's kind of what I'm waiting to hear before I fully commit to what my 2018 is going to be like, you know, because I'll have a few options at that point. I guess I'm in Adairsville. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm delivering somewhere as soon as my reset is up. I could have went ahead and delivered it tonight, but they didn't have another load on me, and it's a drop and hook, and I don't know. I wanted to go ahead and start this live video. So the first place that I pulled into had $10 parking, and I got a $20 bill in my pocket. I've been carrying around all week, but I don't like to pay to park at all. Call me cheap, call you whatever you want, but I don't pay to park. I'll go somewhere else. Hey, Sean from Maryland. I'm not gay, McGee. Good evening. Hey, Chris. Yeah, but I don't know how, I just got a comment about my girl, saying we were getting serious. And I don't know, it was pretty cool. I was enjoying a lot of things about her, but she's kind of let me know she didn't enjoy me being gone as much as I am. And then occasionally, when I'm off for the weekend, instead of going to her house, I would go, you know, to my mom's, and, you know, not just my mom's, but my hometown, and see my son and do stuff with him and everything. And of course, you don't say you can't do that, you got to be with me, but I don't know, at the same time, I don't think she likes it. So I don't know if I'm going to be seeing her this weekend or not. I'd kind of like to, but I'm not sure. Now, Doug, I've heard a lot of people say PG affects them negatively, which I really do a max VG, which is like an 80-20. When I was doing 50-50, I felt a little like throat irritation when I was doing then. So I don't know, if you ever try it again, maybe try, you know, more of a max VG, which is like an 80V20P mix. It helped me. I didn't exactly get a rash though, I just felt a little irritation. Yeah, I believe it, Chris. She's been on a couple short little like local trips in the truck. I think maybe twice, and I don't know if this bed is like wide enough for two people to, you know, sleep, and I don't have the mattress up at the top, so I hadn't, you know, pushed the issue. I've offered it a few times, but it hadn't happened. But I think it would be so cool to have like a chick that you dig go out on the road for however long with you and have dinner together and maybe shower together and, you know, that kind of stuff, and have conversation. I think that, I don't know, it would either be really cool or it would really suck. Like, one thing with Misty, she pees a lot, so I would probably have like, you know, 280-mile shifts in, you know, and use up my 14 clock. But they make these things called Go Girls. That's what I need to get her one for Christmas. It's a thing that a woman like puts up in there some kind of way, and she can pee like a boy, you know, so she can, you know, have a piss jug or something like that. But, you know, I hear a lot of people, you know, have those like little porta potties in the truck, but I don't know. I've never really liked the idea of that. Like, I am so careful when I'm pissing in a bottle, because could you imagine if you like dropped it? Like this one here, like it's about time to throw this out. Like, that's urine, which is not this dark when it's coming out, but it seems like it always gets darker when it's in there. But if the cap came out, it would go, whoop, whoop, whoop. Ah, that would be freaking disgusting. I'm not gonna drink it. We met up at US Express at Indiana Walmart. Man, I loved that account. I was making so much money then. I'd get a bunch of referrals from those Walmart videos, and, you know, getting the stop pay as an OTR guy. It was good. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in, Sean. Yep, it'd be awesome till you have a fight as far as having a girl in the truck, because you can't get away. And, you know, they'll probably just try to get out of the truck and walk, and, you know, you can't let that happen. It could be a nightmare. It could definitely be a what? Chris's wife pees in a mayonnaise jar. That is skill there, Chris. Yeah, I don't even want to sit on one of those little porta potty things. I can't read all of these comments. I don't know if you guys are seeing them. All right. Well, hey, we've been here at 50 minutes, and I got some editing to do. 2-minute warning on this video ended, okay? If anybody's got anything to say it now, and I'll respond. But when we get to 51 minutes on the clock here, I'm out. Thanks, King. I've already answered your question, McGee. bit roasted. I don't know what that means. Headed to Atlanta. I tell you, Blair, if you can go through Atlanta and sometime other than rush hour, it's not bad. But like 7 o'clock in the morning till probably 9 o'clock in the morning freaking sucks. And in the afternoon, it's like 3 or 3:30 till probably close to 7. And not just 285, like 85 coming out, 20, 75. 85 south don't seem to be that bad. 75 south don't seem to be that bad. But all them damn north ones, ugh, they're horrible. Hate it. Thanks, Jay Bird. All right, we are at the 51 second. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I probably won't leave this one up for like eternity or anything, but I'll publish it so people can come back and see it. And if you guys want to like leave any, you know, permanent comments, Gage, I hope you don't, can do that. And then in a couple of days, I'll probably just turn it to private. But keep on the lookout for episode 71. I don't know what I'm going to name it yet, but it should be a pretty cool video. I'm playing Volbeat in it. But I have to keep it under like 27 seconds each time of the song burst. You guys understand, so the copyright people don't get me. But I will see all you next time. Yeah, I hope so, Joey. All right, well, everyone, be safe out there and keep on trucking.